What's going on, people? We're back again with another vid. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and put a comment down below. Big up everyone that watched my video I dropped yesterday night, and it was kind of late, so I'm surprised it's got that much views. I dropped it at like after 10 last night. Some 44 views when I checked this morning. It's in about 8 hours or something. So, big up everyone that's clicking the video and watching it. If you're watching 30 seconds, a minute, whatever you're watching, just appreciate that you are clicking and running up the numbers for me so I can see the analytics. But today's player ratings, yesterday we played Brentford and we started the game well in the first 15. After that, Brentford kind of got in their groove and kind of figured us out and kept getting in behind, and that's how their goal came. They went into half time with the goal advantage and made some changes which needed to be made, and it turns out to be two positive changes that led us to win the match, really. Then we scored 3 goals in 7.5 minutes, and then you think, okay, now it's about game management. Just calm down, just relax. They've got to chase you now. So really, you can just be comfortable, just see the game out. Obviously, if you get a chance in the break, then by all means, go and try and bag some more goals. But it's not a necessity to go and score. But we gave away a silly goal. Udogie gave a blind back pass, gave it straight to Brentford, Ivan Toney. And of course, if you're the defending team and you pass the ball to the attacking team, if they're onside, they're not offside, it doesn't count. So even if it was on the goal line and you passed it back, he ain't offside, and he weren't going to miss from there, Toney, and he made it 3-2, even though he missed some other chances before that, and made it a nervy 20 minutes. But we held on, we defended well. Sometimes it's like last ditch, but hey, we done what we had to do, we dug in. So I'm gonna applaud them for that. But game management has to be much better. I wasn't happy at the end because I was like, you lot made this super hard. Brentford are not that great a team. They beat us last season at home, yes. This season they've not been that great. Albeit they've never had Ivan Toney, and now he's in there to kind of galvanise them and give them that morale boost, so I get it. But we should still be, putting them to bed. And, we should have beat them at the reverse fixture at theirs. But we got a draw, but we should have won. But we got the 3 points. We got into the top 4, 3 points behind Arsenal, and about 8 or so off Liverpool in first. So the way Liverpool slapped Chelsea, I don't know about that one. It looks like top 4 probably going to be our trophy again this season. But I digress. This is player ratings. If you want to know how I feel about the match, go watch the preview with the match review. I've already dropped it. As I said, 44 views, and big up everyone that went to watch it and support the team. You really know how it go. But let's get to player ratings. We start in goal. Of course, Vicario in goal. Made a save at the end, but didn't really have much to do. Obviously, on set pieces, you had to come and punch. Done a lot better than did against Man City, that's for sure. If we punched like that against City, we might have been having a replay. But it is what it is. He's had a decent season, so I'm not going to attack him too much. But he didn't really have much to do. But it's considered 2 goals, so you can't give him nothing too high. So because of that, I'm gonna give Vicario a 5. We go to the right backs. We're gonna go to Pedro Porro. Didn't have a great game. He was okay. Crosses not really hitting like they usually do. Passing okay. Well, to be fair, the whole first team in the first half was not great. Second half looked a lot better. But yeah, Pedro wasn't that great. He wasn't crap either, but he just wasn't, putting the crosses that I expected him to do. There was times he had set pieces and they were not putting it in the box. They were going short and then passing and going back. I don't know what they were doing. But yeah, it wasn't good to watch. But Pedro, I'm gonna give a 5. It wasn't bad. Next, centre backs. Romero, horrible first half. He should have done better for the goal, the first one, because he came in, then he went to run toward the ball, but then he kind of stopped and kind of moved back, and then keeper saves it, and he's not there for the knockdown from the keeper, and Mapai gets there because of poor position. I don't know what he was doing for that goal. He was actually in two minds and just end up doing the in between. I don't know what he was doing, but after that he grew into the game. Second half definitely a lot better, and he's gonna do what Mero does: go into tackles, strong, physical. He doesn't even care if he gets sent off. He don't even care, bro. He is just like a bull in the china shop. He's just gonna go crazy in there. Yellow card or not, he's gonna go mad. But I don't think he got booked yesterday, which is a good thing. And yeah, I'm gonna give him. I'll give him a 5 as well. Van der Ven next to him. You know, always you know what you're gonna get with Van der Ven. He's gonna have that recovery pace, putting some good tackles. Although he did get sent to the shop by one of their players. I don't know who it is. In the first half, he went running back to try and receive the ball and tackle. He ran fast, done a little slide. The man hit him with a little Cruyff turn. He almost went into the crowd. He was almost in the stands, taking a seat. But other than that, yeah, you know what you're gonna get, Van der Ven. He done a decent job. I'll give him a 6. He definitely did better in that centre back position. Then we go to Destiny Udogie, got a goal and an assist. He got a goal for us, and he assisted Ivan Toney for his goal. And you know, other than the goal, going forward, not great. People say he's good going forward, but I don't see it. I see him maybe on the overlap, he's good, but his decision making in the final third doesn't scream he's good going forward. Because people talk about Emerson Royal, but Emerson Royal and him, probably not much difference going forward. Maybe Destiny's a little bit quicker, and sometimes he might get that pass off. But am I going to say that Destiny's great going forward? No, he needs to be better. He has the ball because he comes inside and inverts, but he don't have the dribbling ability, and he loses the ball, and then the chance is gone. That's, to me, is not good going forward. And he done that a lot yesterday, giving the ball away. There's times when he did pass it, I think one led to a goal for him, actually, I think it was. So that's what led to his goal. He gave it to Werner, kept on running, was in there, got his goal. So he can do it, but he just doesn't. He has to pass early. If he gets to like the edge of the box and he's not passed yet, just know he's not going to keep the ball. He's going to lose it. But, you know, he got his goal, and he did lose the ball a few times, and he gave away the goal. So I can't give him that much. And the only reason I'm giving him a 5 is because he got a goal. He would have got a lot less if he didn't score that game. So I'm going to give him a 5. Into the midfield, Skip got hooked at half time. To be fair, a lot of players could have got hooked at half time. Kulu, who else? Mero, a lot of players could have got hooked, to be fair with you. No one was great. But, you know, he was on, didn't really see the ball, didn't really do much, and hence why he got hooked. Wasn't his best game, but, you know, the way, you know, Brentford are playing on that back line, he had no chance, he's got no pace. He did put in a good recovery tackle when Van der Ven went into the stands. He was there to pull off a good block, so he wasn't that bad, but, you know, he got hooked at half time, so you can't get that much. I'm going to give him a 4. Bentancur next to him, also hooked at half time, which he should have been hooked in the game against Man City, because he was not great in that game either. He wasn't good yesterday as well. Slow, poor passing, just not really in the game. I don't know if he's got anything, I don't know if he's got something going on in his life or something, but he weren't good yesterday. And, you know, rightfully so, he was hooked. Now, would I play him against Everton? Yes, because there's definitely a player in there. But, again, if you're not performing, then you got to hightail it out. Or what I would do is play the team that played the second half, and I hate to say it, but put Højbjerg in there if you have to. And, you know, we had Madison and Kulusevski operating in the middle of the pitch, and Johnson out on the right. If you want to do that again, I'm more than happy to do that again. If you want to do that again, it worked quite well. Kulusevski looked a lot better. He also got a pre-assist because that's now a thing. The pass that he released Werner to cross it in for Johnson for his goal. So, you know, if you want to do it that way, cool. But Benton Kerr, yeah, not great. I'll give him a 3. He was not good at all. Ahead of him, Maddison. He played about 88 minutes. His first start since November the 4th against Chelsea, I believe it was. And, you know, he was doing the passes that a lot of the players were not seeing against City. He was whipping the ball out, passing it wide, doing this, doing that, doing what Maddison does. Could have had a few times when he should have shot instead of dribbling and trying to do that pass. If he had shot, probably, who knows, probably could have scored, took a deflection, you never know. But if you don't shoot, you're not going to score. And a lot of the time in that first half especially, we were trying to dribble and pass through the lines where there was no space to pass. And, you know, I think Maddison could have had at least one goal if he had shot when he probably should have. But other than that, you know, he done okay. I'll give him a 6. It wasn't great, but, you know, he done alright. It's his first game back. Some of his decision making wasn't great, especially with set pieces, so I'm gonna give him a 6. Then we go to the right. Kulusevski. Didn't play well in the first half at all. Didn't offer anything. He hardly saw the ball, and when he got it, he didn't do anything with it. But come the second half, when he was in this more central position with James Maddison, looked a lot better. And obviously, in our midfield, we need Sarr and we need Basuma in there. Because without those two in there, even if it's just one of them, we just don't look the same with the midfield setup that we have at the moment. It's too slow, not athletic, and it's not strong enough. So we're getting exposed. But when he went in that central position with Maddison, as I said, he got his pre-assist, and can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, he got his pre-assist and he looked a little bit more brighter in that central area. So I will give him a 6. We go to the left. We go with Werner. Best game so far for us. When he's on the ball, we as fans, we do get a little nervy, a little anxious because we don't know what he's going to do. He is like Marcus Rashford, but he just don't have the same finishing as Marcus Rashford. But in terms of Marcus Rashford is in, you don't know what he's going to do, and nor does Rashford. It's like they just do things it's just freestyling. They don't have a plan, they just go, they run, do whatever, and just freestyle and wing it as they go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. A lot of the time for Werner, it doesn't work. His crossing, his end product is not good enough. I've been saying this since he was at Chelsea. I've been saying his end product is not good enough. There's a player in there, just the end product is not good enough. Yesterday, some poor crosses, especially in that first half. Second half, he set up. He might have got an assist for Udogi's goal. If not, you know, fair enough. But he definitely got an assist for Johnson's goal, and that's all because of him running in behind and players actually finding him and releasing him. The thing with Werner is you have to release him for him to kind of come alive, because his strength is running in behind the defenders. He's not going to really pick the ball up and start dribbling and doing this. He's got pace, so he run in behind, you have it, you slow it down a little bit, hit it and then sprint past. That's his kind of game, but you got to get him on the ball. And, you know, we didn't get him on the ball much yesterday. Well, the games before yesterday, he definitely saw a lot more on the ball, and hence why he put in that nice cross for Johnson. Probably the best cross he's put in a Tottenham shirt. Maybe even in a Chelsea shirt. I don't think he's putting a good cross like that in a couple of years, I'm going to be honest. So it was good to see him get an assist and, you know, get a nice round of applause and ovation from the fans, because he did play well yesterday. I'll give him a, what would I give him? I'll give him a 7. He done well yesterday. Then we go to Richarlison up top, and he got his goal. He's like a poacher. He was there. He got his goal. He held the ball. He could have another goal in the first half, and he whipped one, and it just brushed the post. It looked like, and just because the keeper was never saving it. Be clear, he was not saving that. So You know, he held the ball up well, got his goal, won 3 kicks when he could. He was holding the ball, he was running behind, trying to bring other people in the game. He done okay, and I think, to be fair, we didn't have a great performance. I don't think no one was really that great. But I think I'll probably give him man the match, because he was up there pretty much dolo, and he was kind of trying to make inroads for other players, doing little runs here, holding the ball there, releasing it there, trying to do this, but the other players around us were not doing what they had to do. And again, he's trying to come in for something like Harry Kane. Son's not here, so he's kind of got to step up. I think he's got 7 in that 7. He's having a little purple patch at the moment, and I think Son said that, you know, Richarlison, I think his target is 15 goals. He's not that far away, but you know, we see how it goes. I think he done well. Out of a bunch of not great performances, he's just happened to be the better out of the lot. I'll give him an 8, and yeah, he's the man of the match. We get into the subs. Only 2 subs really. I don't think there were subs like Jaggers, Radisson and all that as even worth mentioning, because they went on long enough. And is it Donnelly, or that young player? Didn't really have much time. I'm never going to bother marking them. But Højbjerg came in second half, as always, didn't start great. He made a couple of mistakes on the left-hand side, but after as the game grew on, he definitely got a lot better. And, you know, he played better than he did in that City game. Definitely involved in some of the build-up. He's definitely done his thing in midfield. A little more physical. He's done okay. I'll give Højbjerg a 6. And Johnson, his goal, he done well. Held the ball up as well. Showed a bit of strength. And, you know, I'm going to give credit where it's due. Johnson played well against City, and he played well again today. And I heard him do his interview after the game, and he said, you know what, you know, he was honest, like, you know, I've not been playing that well at the moment, so, you know, it's kind of, so I'm kind of working on it, and it's kind of, it's not easy playing for Tottenham. It's a lot different. You do this, that, and the third. And, you know, seeing him at that age, and, you know, I was harsh on I wasn't harsh, but I gave an honest review of his season thus far. I think I gave him like a 4. If he keeps playing like he did against City and how he played yesterday, if he keeps playing like that going forward, then at the end of the season, when I do my final season review, he can easily jump up to at least probably a 7. But he has to maintain this level that he's playing at the moment. He's got to get more goals, more assists, and better in that final third. Now, he's young, cool, but we paid them nice money for you. So, of course, if we pay money like that for a player, then we're going to have some expectations. Whether you feel it's warranted or not, we're paying 50 million or whatever the hell it is, we expect something decent for that money we're spending on you, because you're young. Not really proven, and you come from Nottingham Forest. So we need to see something to say, okay, you know what, I see the vision, I see this, I see that. And there's definitely a player in there, but if he works on his final product, his end product, just like Werner, work on their end product in that final third and decision making and shooting, then there's definitely a player in there to be unlocked. But it's just trying to unlock that said player. That's going to probably take some time. And again, it's his first season, so, you know, you got to give him a bye. You can't really attack him too much, and he's still young. Next season, if he's still the same and he's not really improving, he's still kind of stagnant, then yeah, a conversation will need to be had. And, you know, we would have to see going forward if, you know, after that he has to be on the shopping list, on the transfer list that come the end of that season, so end of next season. So we'll see. I'm going to give him another season. Again, it's totally different type of football he's used to playing, and he's at a new club. So, you know, this season I'm going to let him have as a little learning thing, trying to get to grips. But next season, then no, there's going to be no more excuses. So I'm going to give him a 7 yesterday. He done very well yesterday, and I'm going to give him some credit. He came on half-time, eyebrows are raised, like, why are you bidding on Ben Højbjerg and Johnson? But they showed why the manager made the decision, and the manager got it right. And we always say that he makes subs too late. This time made them at half time, and sometimes you got to sacrifice players at half time. They might not be happy, but it's tactical. And I don't think if we came out with that same team from the first half, they make those changes, then I don't think we win that game. We probably go on to lose or maybe get a draw if we're lucky. But, you know, big up Ange, he made the decision and we get the 3 points and we move and we go to Everton on Saturday. So look out for my video, that's the player ratings, with Charleston man of the match. And look out for the video that will be landing tomorrow for the preview for the Everton game. We're away. It's a bit mixed over the last season. Usually we go there and we stack them. But, you know, they're under Daesh, under new management. It's not going to be as easy. They're fighting for their lives. But I'll get into that more into the actual video. But look out for that. Make sure you hit that subscribe, people. Hit that like. Yeah, Tottenham, we go on. We get the 3 points. That's the player ratings. Big up everyone that's been watching the video. Make sure you watch this one as well. And yeah, you lot, I'll see you lot soon. Until next video, I'm out of here, peeps. Peace.